Your Chevrolet is built to take a lot of punishment, far beyond anything you will ever give to it. Just how much will it take? Well, Chevrolet engineers put the car through plenty of torture to find out. And here's a special test to prove what this car is made of. Towed along at over 40 miles an hour, the car is released as a ramp smashes against the front wheel with tons of force. And Chevrolet can take it standing up. Of course, you'll never be driving your car under such conditions, but do you realize that even on ordinary roads like this, road bumps actually keep smashing up at the wheels with tons of force? And because these road shocks are unevenly distributed, the frame and body are under constant twisting strains that also represent tons of force. Yes, even in everyday driving, our Chevrolet has to take a lot of punishment from forces like these and from other elements too. Inside the engine, the precision-built, tight-fitting pistons slide up and down millions of times in a few months of driving. The engine generates enough heat to heat the average house, yet pistons and valves work perfectly with almost no attention. Whatever the weather, wherever we drive, the engine, brakes, body, and frame of all cars are put through a continual grueling torture test. Fortunately, Chevrolet is built right and built to take it. In spite of this punishment, we and our families are aware only of a smooth-running, dependable mechanism that gives us less trouble than almost any other fine mechanism we own. When we drive our motor cars, we have a right to expect the best in comfort, safety, durability, performance, appearance, and economy at all times. These are things we want to keep for the life of our cars. To keep fine precision machinery operating at top efficiency calls for fine maintenance tools and specialized equipment. It takes genuine Chevrolet replacement parts built to the same precision standards as the parts that are already in your Chevrolet. And you and your family want the security of knowing that your car is in the hands of men who are experts in their work and can do the job right for you. The first step in Chevrolet service is to find out exactly what needs to be done. The second step is to do the job right, and do it right the first time.
Good morning, Mr. Gleason.
Good morning, Bill. Have a moment to spare?
Always for you. Car giving you trouble?
Well, not exactly trouble. It just doesn't seem to have the old snap, you know. A little rough at low speeds.
Doesn't sound too serious. We can check the engine while you wait if you have a few minutes. Mind pulling into that space?
Okay.
I think you'll find this interesting. No guesswork, Mr. Gleason. We find out for sure.
Motor analyzer. That's quite a machine.
We believe the finest equipment is necessary to our kind of service. This machine is a real time and money saver, too. Now, you said your motor was running rough at slow speed.
Your Chevrolet serviceman welcomes all of the information you can give him about the way your car is behaving as against the performance standards you set for it. But before he starts to do any actual work, he double checks to make sure he knows exactly what the trouble is. To do this job of finding the trouble, your Chevrolet dealer has the finest scientific equipment. He has time-proved, accurate instruments with which to test and analyze, to almost look right inside to check the operation of every unit in your engine. Compression and cylinder balance for smooth running, distributor and ignition timing, generator output for the efficient operation of your electrical system, and for top performance with economy, an analysis is made of carburetor and fuel system adjustments. Precision instruments show the skilled mechanic the condition of each unit, just as delicate instruments help the doctor in making his diagnosis.
Just needs a tune-up, eh? That was very interesting. How long will... Oh, by the way, that reminds me, while I'm here, there's something else.
You mean that fender again?
That fender again. I've suggested to Mrs. Gleason we can either widen the driveway or get a narrower car, or paint the house to match the car.
Oh, well, I guess a woman has the right to change color schemes once in a while. By the way, it's about time for lubrication, isn't it? Shall I check?
It's overtime. I'm glad you mentioned it. Can you do it all so that I can pick up the car at 5?
I'm sure, but let me check. Chuck, We're going to do a motor tune-up on Mr. Gleason's car. It also needs a lubrication job, and there's a spot to touch up on the right front fender. Just paint, no bumping. Can you schedule it for delivery at 5?
Tune-up, lube, touch-up? Sure, 5's okay.
It will be ready at 5, Mr. Gleason.
Thanks, Bill. She's all yours.
Fine, but before you leave, would you take the time to ride around the block with me? Just to make sure there's nothing else needed.
Sure thing.
A road test, when needed, helps to check the running condition of all parts of your car and is usually the climax of a thorough service inspection. In your Chevrolet dealer's service department, you'll find the kind of accuracy that makes for quality work. There's a special machine or tool for every job. Whether it's valve refacing or honing a cylinder wall, you can depend on the job being done to factory standards of quality and accuracy. Naturally, parts do wear out under normal usage, even with the best of care. But your Chevrolet dealer knows that wear can be held to a minimum by proper lubrication. Not only does it take specialized equipment, it takes precision parts if you're to be guaranteed prompt, efficient service. A well-stocked parts department places genuine Chevrolet replacement parts at your serviceman's fingertips. There he can find the right part for your year and model Chevrolet, a part identical to that which was used when your Chevrolet was built. And whatever the part, whether it's a door handle, fuel pump, or piston, your Chevrolet serviceman has the skilled know-how to install it and adjust it for best performance. Yes, the job of keeping your car operating at top performance, at utmost economy, the job of maintaining all you want in terms of comfort, safety, dependability, and of keeping your car looking the way you want it to look, is a job your Chevrolet dealer knows how to do.
Your bill is all ready, Mr. Gleason. Shall I put it on your account?
No, it isn't much. I think I'll pay cash this time.
Your Chevrolet dealer knows that giving you pleasant miles of trouble-free transportation goes hand in hand with promptness and courtesy. He knows it all depends on the two big steps in service, of finding what needs to be fixed and fixing it right the first time. The most popular car on the road today, America's best service, Chevrolet service. Remember, wherever you are or wherever you go, you'll find dependable Chevrolet super service close at hand. Your Chevrolet dealer is waiting to serve you and your family now and in the years to come. Let him keep your Chevrolet the way you want it, ready to help you in business, in pleasure, or to see the USA.
So make a date today to see the USA and see it in your Chevrolet.
Okay, Dinah?
Okay.
Take it, Vic.
It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky, not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring. It's a most unusual day. There are people greeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people and a feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky. not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring. It's a most unusual day. There are people greeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and a feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's a most unusual, most unusual, most unusual day.
Cut. Print it, and let's move on to the next set.
Hi there. What a wonderful time for you to drop by. You know, they're just setting up to shoot a scene of our new star, and I'd love to introduce you before they begin. Honestly, we're all just bursting with excitement about this brilliant new performer. We think this one will not only win every award hands down, but it's just going to win the hearts of people all over the country. Come on now. I want you to meet a great new star. The new 1953 Chevrolet. Isn't that a sight to take your breath away? Wouldn't that new beauty steal any show? I declare it looks a mile long. And see how low it is. And that beautiful, beautiful grille. Every detail is so perfectly designed, I just keep looking and looking at it. And I'll tell you something. You can look at it from every possible angle and you'll still come up with the same answer. It's the best looking car in the whole world. There I go getting carried away again. I could just talk about it all day.
Okay, take your positions, kids. Let's get set to rolling.
I tell you what, I have to make a costume change, so why don't you just stay here and watch them shoot the scene while I get ready for my next one, okay? I'll see you later.
Let's make it. Action.
And as you can see, it's completely new. New from bumper to bumper and so beautiful. The new full-width grille, bumper, and front-end treatment stresses the low, road-hugging look with new crispness and new big car appearance. And from the side, the airfoil-shaped fender lines and wide double molding are all new to accent the length and grace of the beautiful Bel Air Fisher body. The car really is lower, yet there's more room inside. The windows have been redesigned for the maximum usable visibility without sacrifice of strength. The bright, extra-wide window trim adds to the airy feeling of the new one-piece curved windshield and the big wraparound rear window, both pioneered by General Motors. The trunk, you'll notice, has been newly designed to give you more space, a larger opening, and level, easier loading. Won't you?
Well, thank you. That's an invitation I can't resist. But, Jimmy, you don't need it.
I know, Judy. Just wait.
And don't you feel luxurious in that roomy interior? I just can't begin to tell you all the values that will be yours in Chevrolet for 1953. This body by Fisher is all new, from frame to hardware. Notice the lustrous sheen of the upholstery. Every detail has been redesigned to give you true luxury styling with more comfort and pleasure.
Seems to have just everything you could ever ask for. But, dear, what did you mean?
Shh. You'll find out.
The instrument panel has been redesigned so that all of the instruments and controls are together within easy reach and easy view for the driver. And it's more beautiful than ever. The steering wheel sits lower out of the line of vision, more comfortable for short trips or long trips. Notice the steering wheel grip. That's new too, to fit your hands more comfortably. Even the smallest details had the designer's attention. For instance, the brake pedal is reshaped to fit your foot more comfortably. And on what other car would you find a combination of all these things with such luxury features as this year's front Ventapane control crank, ordinarily found in only the highest priced cars?
It just seems they've thought of everything, haven't they?
Sure have.
But, Jimmy, I just don't understand.
You will, dear. You will.
Okay, cut. Hold your positions.
There now, it didn't take me too long, did it? Are you having fun?
All right, let's print that one and get set on the process shot.
Oh, you'll enjoy seeing how they do this.
All right, places, please, and let's have a test on the scenic background.
Process photography is tops in Hollywood's bag of tricks. You see, the cameras are set up so that they photograph the car and the actors and the screen behind them. Now watch. To the cameras, the picture on the screen looks like a real background for the action.
Let's make this a take. Camera, action.
I'm sure you know Chevrolet's reputation through the years for outstanding performance and economy. But you'll be amazed when you see how much more performance and how much new economy has been built into this new car. That story starts with Chevrolet's great new high-compression Blue Flame engine. And it is all new. Of course, the superiority of the valve and head design has been kept. But here is a power plant for your car with the highest compression ratio in Chevrolet history. Made possible by a completely new engine. Here's a completely new power plant to give you a new feeling of power and fast acceleration. Can you imagine getting 115 horsepower and at the same time getting much more economy? And you'll find Chevrolet's leadership with PowerGlide, which has been owner-proved over billions of driving miles, has been retained in a great new PowerGlide with tremendous new performance and economy. Just imagine yourself with a new 1953 Chevrolet. You turn the key in Chevrolet's new Key Start ignition switch. The choke is automatic. When you shift into drive position, this new PowerGlide starts in automatic low. This is a feature to give you more starting acceleration and to make the job of driving even more fully automatic. When you want to pass, you step down on the gas and PowerGlide automatically goes smoothly into gear to put all that 115 horsepower engine to work, to whirl you by in a burst of speed. At highway speeds, PowerGlide instantly provides exactly the right amount of fluid power for all driving conditions. Chevrolet has learned how to harness the Blue Flame engine power for unbelievable acceleration and at the same time give you incredible economy even in city driving. You'll find a new brake feel on this new car, smoother, easier operation with pedal effort reduced to a feather touch. Now you can see why I say that it's completely new.
Jimmy Jones, I'm not going to wait a moment longer. You know very well we've already made up our minds the 1953 Chevrolet.
Yes, Judy, but Mr. Smith and I thought it would be nice for you to find out for yourself all the wonderful things we're getting for our money.
Cut. Good take, and thank you. Now let's see those plates.
Wasn't that wonderful? And what a wonderful choice Chevrolet is. The choice of more people than any other car. And it offers a choice of 3 series, the glamorous new Bel Air series, the luxurious 210 series, and the beautiful 150 series. Then, of course, you have the choice of the very finest automatic driving or the finest standard driving. No wonder Chevrolet is first choice all over America.
That's good. Dinah, you're on.
Oh, okay. Now, aren't you just as excited about our great new star as I am? See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all. On a highway or a road along a levee. Performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA. See it in your Chevrolet.
Traveling east, traveling west, wherever you go, Chevy service is best. Southward or north, near place or far, there's a Chevrolet dealer for your Chevrolet car.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. The Rockies way out west are calling you. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA, where fields of golden wheat pass and review. Whether traveling light or with a load that's heavy, performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA and see it in your Chevy.
where the Lee Bunnell family of Hollywood is going? Vacation. That wonderful American institution of going new places and doing new things. The vacation baggage is all packed and the family car is in tip-top shape, all checked and ready to go places. The Bunnells consider themselves experts on how to go places in the family car. Part of the job of being an expert is knowing how to get ready to go. Last vacation, this expert left the lawn sprinklers running. This expert forgot to leave a note for the milkman. So this year, the experts have a checklist. The checklist makes it easy to know what to take. Of course, it also makes it easy to know what not to take. With the family baggage all together, on display, anyone can do a good job of packing. A neat trick? When the things you'll want first are the last to be packed, they'll be easier to find. And here's a tip. One bag holding toilet articles, pajamas, and a change of light clothing for the entire family can save a lot of unpacking and repacking. Lee takes an expert's pride in keeping the passenger spaces clear and unobstructed. But even so, blocking that door on the traffic side is a good safety precaution if you're traveling with children. There's a small cushion or two for sleepyheads, and to help stretch distances between stops, a jug of water, some cookies and dried fruit for between meal snacks without mess and bother. Last item on the Bunnells checklist, and a good idea for everyone, a spare key for the car safely tucked away in a magnetic container for emergencies. Yes, when it comes to getting ready to go, a real expert seems to think of everything.
Philip, are you sure you snapped the lock on the front door when you closed it?
Yes, sir, Dad. It's locked.
Uh-oh, I just remembered something. My purse.
Where is it?
It's on the dining room table.
Okay, give me the keys. I'll go get it.
I hate to tell you this, but that's where all the house keys are, in my purse.
Oh.
The open road at last, ready to go places. Thanks to 3 small boys with hidden talent for burglary, only half an hour behind schedule. And who cares about schedules when they're vacation bound? Apparently, Pop does. But stepping on it is not the expert way to make up for lost time. The faster he goes, the fewer the miles on a tank full of gas. Much of the time he thinks he is saving by extra speed may actually be spent in extra refueling stops. Speed is expensive. For the average car, driving costs increase rapidly as driving speeds go up. So take it easy, Pop. That's right. You'll get there more economically, more safely, and probably just as soon if you drive at an efficient rate. Traveling at a steady, reasonable speed will let you cover more miles in a day, relaxed and comfortable. Expert